We're going to derive a, so put up at the top, deriving a perpendicular equation. And then for this one, let's look at this example. Let me do something else for this one. Let's do, this is number 12, -4, -8, 8x plus 3y equals 7. The steps are the same. They are pretty much the same except for when now you get to part 3. So step 1 is the same thing. What did I say for step 1 for the parallel equation? What did I say? Same thing. So rewrite original equation to isolate for y. And why are we doing this again? What's the main purpose of doing this? To find the slope. So I'm put down here again, to find the slope. Parallel and perpendicular lines are all based upon the slope. So now let's go ahead and rewrite. So now at your tables, go ahead and rewrite that equation to isolate for y. Oh, wait, a pause is there? I don't think there is. No, there isn't. Forget it. Shouldn't take that long. Rewrite that equation for y. 8x plus 3y equals 7. Let me lower it down so that screen's in the way there. I can't move this. Oh my gosh, you suck. Yes, it is. I'm trying to move it. I can't move it. Let me do this now. There you go. Let's go. Let's rewrite it. It shouldn't take that long. Let's rewrite it. You want to isolate and get y by itself so we can identify the slope. This is exactly what you did for test prep last night. So you see, I don't give you assignments just to waste your time. This is exactly what you did yesterday and this morning, what you're doing now. Martin, can you talk me through this one right quick? So if I have my equation up there, I need to go ahead and isolate it for y. I'm going to write it. So 8x plus 3y equals 7. Can you walk me through how I isolate for y? So what operation am I doing? Am I adding or subtracting? Yes. So let's go 8x minus 8x plus 3y equals 7 minus 8x. 3y equals 7 minus 8x. Okay, that makes sense. Now what? Yes, divide 3 into everything. If it's positive or not, it doesn't matter. Go through the same process and divide everything individually by that coefficient. It just keeps the process easier. I'm going to have y equals 7 over 3 minus 8 over 3x. Is that in slope-intercept form? What should it be then, Martin? Now, the sign in front, so what should it be? Right, plus 7 over 3. Put a box around that. This becomes your original equation. I can put the OG there if you need to. That's your original. So you're going to make a perpendicular off of this equation, one that's perpendicular to this one. So now step 1 was to rewrite original to find the slope. Step 2, what I say for step 2? Step 2 was what? Indicate the slope. Write it. It's amazing sometimes you look at the equation really fast and think you see it and don't pay attention to it. So make sure you write the slope down. Indicate the slope. All of you, what's the slope for this problem? All of you, what is it again? Damn, you guys sound so damn sad. Slope equals -8 over 3. Nice. So now what I want to do before I go to step 2, now with this being perpendicular, I want to pay attention to something. So now for here, I want to indicate the perpendicular slope. So put the perpendicular slope down. So at your table with your group mates, go ahead and write what the perpendicular slope should be to the original one. What's the perpendicular slope?
Yeah, it sounds like it's something I can taste it. Because I'm doing this. I have those experiences. Just what else comes with that? Fries. I can have toast. You can sub some stuff out of there. Okay, I can do it. Or I think you just do like. I try to do it by itself with the dipping sauce. So I'll do six, but just six by itself. I think I started making like a couple of sauces. What kind of sauces do you want? What they got? Barbecue. They have like a special one. They got like 1,000 That's really good. Hey, I do barbecue that. We need like 3 sauces. I like sauces.
Hey, so what's the perpendicular slope? What should it be? All of you, what is it?
3/8.
Is it positive or negative?
Positive.
Right, because we have to find the opposite sign here. So 3/8 is going to be our perpendicular slope. Now do the same exact thing we just did for the last problem, right? Put the ordered pair. What's the ordered pair for this problem? What is it? All of you, what's the ordered pair? I don't know it. Tell me what is it? -4 and -8. Okay, -4, -8, and now we have the perpendicular slope, which is 3/8. I didn't actually I didn't write the instructions this time. What were the instructions for 3? Yeah. So use. I guess I'll write it off to the side over here then. So for step 3, you want to use y equals mx plus b to derive a perpendicular equation. So you want to use this. This is like the verbal instructions for step 3. I kind of skipped that part. So use slope-intercept form to derive an equation, or a perpendicular equation. So now let's just do that. So now we have y equals mx plus b. In this case, -4 is x and -8 is y. And we already have our m. Let's just substitute everything in. So at your table, go ahead and get that done and generate that equation. Substitute in your ordered pair, your slope, and then go ahead and derive it. I got a couple dollars on it. So I'm gonna have somebody walk me through this entire process of how to derive the perpendicular equation. So let's do this here. Let me talk to Justin Cortez. Let's talk. That's not a good question to ask me, huh? Exactly. Yes.
So you multiply negative.
I can't multiply yet based on where I am on this board. I'm nowhere near ready to multiply anything. Somebody else jump in and save them? All right, what you got?
So you have to plug in the so it would be -8 equals 3/8 times -4 plus b.
Yes.
And then you have to multiply 3/8 times -4.
So what's 3 times -4?
That's 12.
Okay.
And then you have to
Now what?
subtract.
All right. So this part here with the fraction, this is when it can get like maybe a little confusing here. So what you want to do, you want to have 2 fractions that have a denominator of 8. Right? This is a whole number. It's not a fraction in terms of having a denominator of 8. So how can 8 be rewritten with a denominator of 8? How can I rewrite 8 so that way it has a denominator of 8? 64. Because what's 64 divided by 8? 8, right? So now let's do that. Let's write -64 over 8 equals -12 over 8 plus b. Now that we have the same sizes of fractions, we can do an operation. So that's all I did. I just made negative 8 a fraction with a denominator of 8. And now I can actually do something. So now, Ari, now roll with me. I want to isolate B. What do I do next? Add what? So do I add or subtract it? Okay, so I'm going to add 12 over 8 to both sides. Okay, we're here. This just becomes B on this side. Now, this is a simple problem that we've done before. So now, what is negative 64 plus 12? You should need a calculator for this one. Is it negative or positive? Negative, right? Because you have more negative than positive. Negative 52. That's our B. So now, Justin Cortez, I'm coming back to you. You're not off the hook, buddy. Can you give me my new perpendicular equation now? Oh my gosh, what are you talking about? What are you doing? Can I get...
2 over 8 equals...
Say it again?
Negative...
Oh, what are you talking about? What are you doing? I need the whole equation. You have to start with y equals something. It's an equation. I want my new equation now. Now that I have my new y-intercept and I have my slope, just give me my equation. Talk to me. What you got?
Y equals...
Yes. Okay. Good start. Good start. Y equals... Go ahead. What else you got?
Y equals negative 8 over 3.
Is that the perpendicular slope?
Wait, no.
Oh my gosh, Justin. So y equals what?
Y equals 3 over 8.
3 over 8
X
x minus 52 over 8. If you agree, thumbs up if you agree with this one. Love it, Justin. That's what I'm talking about. Perfect. Now we have our perpendicular equation here. That's how we do it. Same process, parallel, keep the slope, use the new ordered pair. Perpendicular, opposite reciprocal slope, use the ordered pair. Okay.